I don't really have a bolster, but if you have a bolster, have it close to you. Or I'm going to use my two yoga cushions. I have my block. So if you have cushions or a bolster, I'm going to ask you to set it up like this. So I have one across like so and one leaning up against it, because you're going to lie down on your back, but I'd like the upper back to be supported. So if you can see this, um, or you can use a pillow. Some of you might have your pillows, maybe you can fold it, or cushions, whatever you have. Don't stress over it. Just use what we have. We can improvise, all right? So if you have something like this, I'll show you. You're going to lie down where you'll have the bottom of your support, maybe about just below your rib cage. Or you need to adjust how you will feel comfortable. And then you lie back. So here now, some of you might not like the neck dropping back that long, that dropping back that much, tilted back like this. So if it's too much for you to stay like this, with where we can open up the chest, you can use another little towel or another cushion or a block and lift your head up like so. The legs, you can cross them like what I'm doing here now. You can let them just slide open to the sides. And then of course the arm position is yours. Some people might want to be up here where you open across the chest some more, or just have them resting beside you. So this is how we're going to start the class today. All right. So I'm going to give you a little time to find your way into this position. All right. So cushions, pillows, blocks, whatever you have, doesn't matter. Just make sure that you're comfortable and you have that slight arch in your back so we can open up that chest. When you've done all of that and you are comfortable in this lying down position today, then just draw your shoulders away from the ears and turn the palms up so we can release the shoulders a little bit more. And of course, your toes are flopped open to the sides. I invite you now to just relax. I'd like you to melt down today and just release any bit, drop of tension that you might be holding. Make sure that you're lying down straight and your shoulders are melting towards the support. Your arms, you can feel your arms resting on the earth and the feet. And I invite you now to connect to your breath as you inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. So today, while you're focusing on your breath and you're beginning to center yourself and relax, I'm going to do a little bit of talking. So I'm inviting you, please, 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 to go at your pace to do what you can. If you feel pain in any part of your body, you need to recognize it and not go there. You either adjust your body, your pose, your shape, or you come out of the pose altogether. So remember that I'm only here as your guide. I always used to tell my ladies that I'm like the flight attendants. I'm here for your safety and your comfort. So that's what I'm here just to guide you. Remember that. So I'm really depending on all of you, especially if you're fairly new to all of this, to really stay present to your body, stay present to everything that's happening to you. And if something does not feel right, please do not force yourself into that position. There are many, many modifications, and I want you to work with your modifications. There's no rule, there's no right or wrong way, because we're all built different and we all need different things. So connecting again to that breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. It's ready now to start your little practice here. You brought yourself to your mat. Maybe you'd like to set an intention. What are you doing on your mat today? What would you like to get out of it, of all of this? And remember to sprinkle in those soft sounding sighs. Sprinkle them in whenever you need them during the class. Remember also that the breath is very important. So just breathe in nice and deep. And breathe out fully, all the way down towards that belly button. Okay, noticing that the body and the mind is beginning to relax as we open up that chest and as we connect to the breath. And I invite you to walk your heels towards your buttocks, bending those knees. Just notice a slight little difference here when you draw those heels towards the buttocks. You just bend down a little bit deeper into your support. You may need to make some adjustments with the neck and the shoulders. Okay, let's raise those arms up towards the ceiling. Bend your elbows and take hold of opposite elbows. So you're forming a little box with your upper arms in front of your chest. Take a breath here. You're going to slide your arms over to your right side. Just a nice little gentle slide of your arms in that position. If you're not sure, you can look at me. So just take them only as far as you can go and notice what you're feeling here. Please stay present to everything so you can make your own little adjustments. And then sliding them back up over the chest and over to the left side this time. Keep that breath going. Take them over as far as you can go. The chest is pointing up to the ceiling. You're not twisting. Just that upper arm. And back to center. Again, one more set over to the right. Slide over. Don't twist with this. It's just the shoulders and the arms. And back up to center. And one more to the left. Slide those arms over to the left in this position. And come back to center. Okay, again, we're going to do this, but we're going to add the legs this time. So walk your feet in towards each other. And if being in this position with the chest supported like this, your back supported, you can move your support away from you, lie flat on your back. So again, we have those options. So take a breath here now, and as you exhale, you're going to drop your knees over to your right. Let them fall open to the right. If you need to put a cushion between the thighs, please go ahead and do that. And then you're going to slide those arms again, but this time to the left. Knees to the right, arms to the left. So make your own adjustments as you breathe. Feel a little twist now. Inhaling into that left rib cage. Exhale all the way out. Slide the arms back over the chest. Lift the left knee first, right knee follows it. Take a breath as you exhale. Drop your knees, your thighs over to your left side and slide your arms over to the right this time. And then you're feeling that twist as you breathe, feeling the breath and the opening up those rib cages of yours as you breathe in and you breathe out, feeling that little twist. Keep the nose pointing to the ceiling. And slide the arms back over the chest. Lift your right foot up first and the left one follows it. Release the arms. Turn onto your side. Push yourself up and move. Now you can move the support away from you. So take the cushions away or your bolsters. This time you're going to take your block or your book and place it under the sacrum. So again, you have to feel where that is going to be comfortable for you. So come back onto your back. Bend your knees, press into the soles of the feet, lift your spine up like you're coming into bridge, and then organize up that block where you think you will be comfortable. Maybe down by the sacrum. So as you lower that sacrum to the block, feel if that feels right for you. This is a supported bridge pose. You can take the block has 3 heights. So this is the lowest height I have here. You can take it to a little bit higher like this, if that works for you. I wouldn't suggest the 3rd height. So we take it either to the 2nd height or the flatter height. It's up to you. So draw those knees out there in front of you. Your arms are beside you. Some people like to bend those elbows and take the palms up behind you. You can do that as well. Walk your heels in a little bit more towards the buttocks. Draw those knees out there. Lift the hips onto that block, or books or cushions, whatever you have there, it's fine. And then one more little instruction here. So lift that sternum up a little bit. Slide those shoulder blades down your back and slide your chin slightly down towards that chest. So let the support of the book, block, cushion, whatever you're on, just relax down on that support. You don't need to do anything. Let the support release that body down to gravity. So if you find that you're clenching the buttocks a little bit because you're afraid to stay up there, relax that, relax that. Relax your back down into that block, book, cushion, whatever you have there. Relax those shoulders, close your eyes, relax your face. Roam, let your attention roam around your face and try to relax every drop of that face. Your forehead, your eyes, your cheeks, your nose, mouth. Relax your neck and your shoulders. And we're just going to stay here for a little bit longer. So just make sure that you are comfortable and you are relaxed. Deep breath in. Let's just stay calm and quiet here now as we inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. And remember this sigh, those little sighs every now and again. Inhale. Exhale. Try not to get caught up with your mind chatter. Allow it to float away as you let go and release. So we're going to do a little, mostly restorative type stuff, like what you're doing here now. And I'll add a couple other things with it. So just relax and let go and release. Okay, we're going to take another deep breath here. Release the hands down by your sides. Press into your palms and your feet. And let's come up into a full bridge pose now. So you're going to leave you're lifting up to leave your support. So take a breath. As you exhale, press the feet and the arms into the mat. Don't forget your arms. And lift those hips up a little bit higher if that's possible to you. If it's not, do not worry about it. So when you lift those hips up a little bit off your support, roll the shoulders down underneath you, lift the hips up a tad higher if you can, draw those knees out to what is in front of you, and stay here in your full expression of bridge pose. So before we come down from the bridge, I'm going to ask you to take your hand and move that support away. Stay up in bridge. Inhale. Exhale. And then on the next breath, slowly release your spine to the mat, bone by bone. One vertebra at a time until your buttocks touches the mat. Beautiful. Draw those thighs into the chest, nice and slow and gentle. Cross your ankles and hold your feet. Reach for the feet if you can, or anywhere that's possible for you. And draw those feet in as if you're tying a little bow. Pull them into your side body and just notice and feel what's happening here. And then release the feet to the mat. Knees pointed to the ceiling. Take your right leg up towards the ceiling. Again, you want to be mindful and gentle with what we're doing. Do not force that leg all the way up in one go. If you use the breath, oxygen feeds the muscles, and you may be able to straighten the knee a little bit more. So don't force it yet. You may place your hands behind your thighs and just notice the leg just reaching up towards the ceiling, nice and gently here. We're working the feet now. So draw your toes down towards your knees and push the heel up towards the ceiling. And just take a quick note of where you feel in that stretch. And then point your toes. Notice the difference in the stretch now. And flex the foot. Point your toes. Flex that foot. One more. Point your toes. Flex the foot. Pushing the heel up. Begin now to circle the foot to get into your ankle joint. Make some circles with that foot. Right foot only. Don't forget the breath. Inhaling. Exhaling. And then reverse that circle. In the Kripalu tradition that I teach, we coordinate breath with movement. So you inhale to start and you exhale to finish. Coming back to center, spread your toes nice and wide and scrunch them up really tight. Spread them wide, scrunch them up. One more. Spread them wide and scrunch them up. You're going to bend your right knee and place the foot across on top of the left thigh. Take your palms and gently push your right thigh out to what is in front of you, opening up that hip a little bit more. So go down by the hip joint there and just gently press that thigh out. And then release this foot back to the mat. Let's go for the other side. Take your left leg up. Remember that you're being very gentle with straightening that leg up. You have to get those knees, the joints in the knees there to respond to this stretch. So don't force. Take your time. Breathing in and out as we straighten up that leg. Okay, here we go with the feet now. So flex, draw the toes down, push that heel up. Notice that stretch and point. And you feel a different stretch when you point. Nice strong point, everybody. And flex. And point. Flex. And point. Let's do one more. Flex. And point. And then we circle for the ankle. Notice the circles here. Stay present with what you're doing. And reverse that circles, following that breath in and out. Coming back to center, spread your toes now. Nice and wide and scrunch them up really tight. Spread them. Scrunch them up. Spread them and scrunch them. Bend the knee. Take the foot across on top of that right thigh now, and then take your hands close down to that hip joint and gently press that thigh out to whatever is in front of you. Piece of furniture, a wall, nothing at all, I don't know. Just gently press that thigh out. And release it. Draw the thighs into the chest, put a palm on each knee and pull those knees in towards you. And release the feet to the mat. I invite you now to turn onto your side, press it into your top hand and lift yourself up gently and slowly. Just come up into a seated position. Now get your cushions or your bolster, place it on the mat. Just look at me quickly here. Sorry to disturb you, but we're going into the next funny little shape here. So Jeffrey's laughing. Okay. So as I said, I don't have a bolster. So see, just because I'm a yoga teacher, I don't have all this stuff, just like you guys. So I'm improvising. So everybody gets whatever it is that you have. If you have your bolster, good for you. Make sure it's, something a little long. This might be a little long, so I'm going to turn it this way. Sit with your the upper right thigh up against the bottom of the bolster. I'm going to call it a bolster. All right. Sit like this. Extend your right leg out. Listen carefully. This is why we did a little warm up here. Take your left foot behind you. Try to straighten that left foot out. I hope you can all see me. I think I need to come away from my wall. All right, so giving you a little moment here. Be careful, be respectful. Now, if you're not able to straighten your knees, you can bend them. I have a feeling I'm going to have to bend one of mine because this is the next step. Turn to face your support. Hands on the mat, giving you a little time here to turn. Be careful here, everybody. Press into the palms and lift that spine all the way up. Now I've lost the flex in the right foot, so I'm going to put that flex back. See, I'm flexing that foot, pushing that leg out. Anybody has sciatica issues? This is amazing for sciatica. Really works, folks. All right, so press down into your hands, lift your chest up. Take a breath as you exhale, like you're going, like it's a sort like a pigeon pose. You're going to relax your chest all the way down onto that support. So come down. Listen carefully, if you come down onto that support, like what I'm doing here now, and something doesn't feel right, I'm going to lift up myself. Maybe I need to put something underneath this one to lift it up. So you do that, please. And I start again. So I'm coming down. Hope you're all right with this one. It's really amazing. And then if it's available to you, turn the neck slightly to your right side. So your right leg is out. Try to flex the foot. Now, let's go to that left knee, left leg. Bend that knee in very slightly. If you straighten it and you're having a little issue there, bend it slightly, and then you need to take a breath, and you all need to relax. Just melt down on this. This is very safe. If you are having serious sciatica problems and you're feeling some pain, please come out of it. What you also may be able to do is you can bend the knees like this. See what I'm doing here? Bending both knees, and I'm relaxing down into a supported twist. If you can manage it, straighten the right leg, flex the foot, and bend the left knee slightly. Okay, I'm going to keep quiet now because I'm going to stay here for a little bit, folks. So just melt down, release, relax, but don't go to sleep. Deep breath in. How is that feeling for everybody? I'm feeling it in the right hip. Let your exhale be your letting go breath. So as you inhale that nourishing oxygen into your body, and as you exhale, let that exhale release all the stuff that we don't need or want. The old-time yogis will say, the teachers of the very, very old time teachers will tell you that Human beings tend to store a lot in their hip area. They also say that the issues are in the tissues. So this is why sometimes these poses are great for us. As we breathe and we melt down into them, we're releasing a lot, believe you me. Notice now, as we're in the pose a little bit for a little while here, notice if you can draw that left hip down towards the mat a little and deepen that twist some more. Can you do that? If you can't, don't force it. Feeling the top of your thigh there, the hips, the glutes. Maybe you can move that left leg back a little bit more behind you there. Don't forget to breathe, not because we're still and quiet that you're going to let that mind chatter come in. And you're going to forget to breathe. Make sure you're breathing. Let's take a breath here now. When you face back to the mat, press inside your hands down a little bit, press into the palms, lift yourself up. Ooh, and slide that right foot in. Nice. Ooh, how was that, everybody? Now I'm going to move my cushions so I can stay facing you. So we're going for the other side. Now, if you want to do the same thing, you can move around to the other side. This time now, you're going to put the top of the left thigh parallel to your support, your bolster. The left leg goes out in front, and this time the right foot goes back. Okay? Take a breath, flex into that left foot. Now, one side of the body is usually different to the other side. So maybe this side is your more challenging side, maybe it's your easier side. So you will probably feel something a little bit different on this side. So once you're here now, turn yourself. Forget about the back foot for the time being. We can fix that when we get there. So turn your body. So face your cushion directly, right around. Jeffrey goes, Yes, my darling. I'm so glad you're here on the mat doing this today. So lift up that chest, everybody. So you're directly facing the front. Press into your palms, lift that chest up, nice and gentle. Take a breath. As you exhale, begin to float that chest down onto your bolster. Maybe you have in front of you there. Flex the left foot now. Push it out and flex it. Then let's see what happens with the right leg now. Notice that this side is a little bit different to the side you just did. So be careful here as you take that leg back. Now, if this is too much for you, soften your knees, especially the back one. Turn your head a little bit to the left side if that's possible for you this time. And then begin to relax. Let go of trying to get everything right. Let go of, oh my gosh, do I look good in this thing? What is going on here? What kind of shape am I in now? Just let go all of that. You are where you are. Hopefully you're comfortable. We know you're safe. And then just breathe now. Inhaling that beautiful, nourishing air into your body. Fill your lungs up. And as you exhale, that exhale will be the letting go breath. Let go of that stuff you don't need or want. Just make sure that you're comfortable here. Make your own little adjustments. It's all up to you. If you have that left leg straight, you can push the heel out a little bit. Don't overdo it though. And let go, just let go. So for me, this side is, let's see how different is this side for me. I notice that my leg is lifted off the floor a little bit, the right leg. So I'm going to bend the knee a little bit and let the leg relax down onto the mat because it means that I'm holding some tension there. So just scan your body for a quick moment, check in with yourself. Once you're comfortable, let go and release. Relax. Just make sure you're connecting to your breath, feeling and noticing without judgment. And if you feel that you need to come out of the pose at any time, please feel free. You don't need me to tell you that. Feel free to relax and to come out of the pose. Take a little shift and just adjust yourself if you need to. You're going to stay here for just a tad longer. May I remind you that you can take that right hip perhaps now and press it down a little bit to the mat so that you can deepen that twist. Nice soft breath in and out. Okay, everybody, let's slide those hands down to the shoulders. Pick your chest up. Oh, take your time here. We don't rush coming out of these poses. And then just come back to center. Let's sit in a comfortable seated position. Some of you can sit cross-legged. Some of you may want to sit a little bit differently. If the cross-legged position is not for you, you can find your comfortable position. In fact, another way to sit comfortable is to sit on your cushion. All right? So lifting up that chest, relaxing your hands in your lap, sit up nice and tall. Take a breath as you exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Tip your right ear over to the right shoulder. Sitting up tall, keep sitting up tall, shoulders back. Dropping the chin to chest, your left ear comes over to your left shoulder. Keep sitting up nice and tall here. Drop the chin to the chest. This time we're going to take a little circle with the head, right ear to right shoulder. The head slightly to the back, left ear to left shoulder, and drop your chin to your chest. Take a breath here. Let's reverse it now. Left ear to left shoulder, head slightly to the back, right ear to right shoulder, and chin to chest. And lift that head back up. Inhale those arms up. Take a twist to the right, dropping your hands down. So your left hand is coming on the outside of the right thigh. Your right hand is beside you. Lift up your chest, drop those shoulders, and take a little twist. Just a half twist. Breathe in, neck is nice and long, shoulders down, crown to the ceiling. Breathe. Inhale those arms up, and let's go for the other side. Right hand comes on the left thigh, and your left hand just close to your body here. Now you pick up that spine, lift it all the way up, and do a little half twist here. So you're lifting up that sternum, you're dropping those shoulders down, close your eyes. Bring that smile to your face. It's Sean's birthday and we need to smile. Adding another Libra, we have Donovan, Keita Marie, and myself. We're all together in this October month. And slowly bringing those arms up and release those hands. We are going to, does everybody have a little wall space as I suggested? Turn, find that little wall space. Come up to the wall on your buttocks. Here's what we're doing. You're bending your knees and putting the soles of the feet up on the wall. So turn around, lie back away from the wall a bit. I'm going to support my head here. So folks, can you see me, Jeffrey? When you put your foot up on the wall, I'm not supposed to be putting my foot on this painting, but anyway. Make sure that your knee is in line, just as if you were doing tabletop position on the mat. Your knee should be in line with your ankle on both sides and hip width apart, not too wide, not too narrow. Wiggle those shoulders down away from the ears. So I hope you get a gist of what we're doing here. If you can see me, shoulders, I need a second setup where the camera can shoot around to the other side. Anyway, so in this position, with the feet pressed into the wall, if you don't have a wall, you can use a chair or something else, a little piece of furniture, whatever, it doesn't matter. We're going to do cat and dog stretches here today. So as you take a breath in and you exhale, roll the pubic bone towards the belly button, pressing the sacrum into the mat, and then roll it away from the belly button. Feel a little arch in the base of the spine there. Again, exhale, roll the pubic bone towards the belly button, pressing the feet into the wall, and roll it away from the belly button, feeling that little arch in your spine. Let's do a few more of these. Exhale, roll the pubic bone towards the belly button. Inhale, roll it away from the belly button. So I'm going to leave you now to do some more at your own pace and your own time. And make sure that you're coordinating the breath with the movement. When you roll that pubic bone to the belly button, you are exhaling there. And when you roll it away, you are inhaling. How about that? Keep going. Breathing. It's like we're doing cat and dog stretches. This is the way we're doing them today. This is the way we wash our clothes. Remember that thing? Wash your clothes, wash your clothes. This is the way we roll that spine up and down. And we are massaging your internal organs when we do this. And we're also getting into the spine and the hips. All right, let's do two more like this, everybody. Don't think about it, just enjoy it. And release. All right. Put your feet down on the ground and wiggle your buttocks a little closer to the support, your wall, table, whatever you have there. And this time you're going to lengthen the feet back up. Put your palms down beside you. Take a breath as you exhale, press down and lift up the spine and the buttocks off the mat. And then walk your feet a little bit higher so your knees are almost straight. Lift up now and stretch your knees. Careful of the neck, everybody, please be careful. Drop those shoulders down, press them into the floor. Support yourself here, just stretch. You're gonna stay here. If this is too awkward for you, come back down into your table up the wall, whatever you want to call it, that we did a while ago. If this is okay for you, we're just gonna stay here a little bit longer. Feel a stretch in the back of the knees. Feel the thighs, feel your back. Notice your breath in this awkward shape again. Notice the breath. Oh, what does it feel like to breathe here? Inhale, exhale, and then slowly slide those feet down and gently release yourself back to the mat. Bring the thighs into the chest, just pull them in, and then roll onto your side and push yourself up. And let's come up to a standing position. But before we stand, just let's take a little child stretch here. Garbhasana of the child. So your toes, the big toes are going to touch, your knees fall apart away from each other. If you need to put something between the thighs and your calves, please do that. And then press the buttocks back. You may want to support your forehead as well. You can use a 1 potato, 2 potato and rest the forehead there. So we just want to stay a little bit here just to release and integrate everything we've done so far, because we're going to stand for a little bit. And then we go down on the mat. I promise that I do a little guided meditation today. So nice, calming, slow class. Breathe. Let's slowly lift the chest up, press into the palms. Step up 1 foot just into the middle of the mat. Nothing says you have to go all the way to the top of the mat. And the other one comes to meet it. Fold forward, please, everybody. Don't rush to get up. Bend those knees. Relax that head. Make sure your knees are bent. Relax your back, your shoulders, everywhere relaxed. And then ragdoll your way up to standing. Very slow and careful. Let's shake it out. Okay. Stand and face the long side of your mat. Doesn't matter if you can see me or not. Just listen to the instructions, because you know a lot about what we do. So you can just listen. So pick up your toes and spread them. Press them back into the mat. Press down into the big toe. Lift up your heel and press it back into the mat. So you want to feel the weight of your body over the 4 corners of your feet. Feet are slightly apart. Lift up your sternum, relax those shoulders, arms are by your sides, and close your eyes. If you close your eyes and you begin to feel wobbly, then open them back. So this is mountain pose. Tadasana is the Sanskrit for mountain, and it's the foundation for the standing postures. Open your eyes. We're going to inhale those arms all the way up. Press those palms together. Take a breath. As you exhale, bend your spine over to your right. When you take the spine over to the right, take that right hand to the left wrist and gently pull that arm up. One more little thing here. When you bend your spine to your right, press into the left foot a little bit more. Over to your left side. That way we don't hurt our backs. Okay, so just pull that left arm gently up with the right hand and come back up to center. Change hands now. So the left is going to hold the right. Take a breath here as you exhale, bend to your left this time. Draw the right hand gently up. Don't pull your arm out of the shoulder socket, okay? That's not what we're doing here. This is not the purpose. And then you're going to press that right foot down into the mat a little bit more. Open up that chest. Enjoy this little lateral stretch that we're doing here. And come back up to center. Good. Step nice and wide. Turn those toes out. Bend your knees. If your knees give you trouble, keep them straight. If you can bend them, you're going to bend your arms to match. And just sink that buttocks down. You're creasing that hip crease is where you push down into, and the knees will automatically bend. Okay, breathe in, breathe out. Lift yourself up. Take your arms out like so. Turn your right toes out to the front edge of your mat and your left toes in. Lift up your chest, drop those shoulders, arms are active here. Lift up your left hip and bend over to your right. Just a little bit. Remember, we're not doing dynamic poses today. So as you bend over to your right a little bit, press into the outer corner of your left foot. Drop your right hand to the top part of your thigh. Don't go any further than that. Take a breath as you exhale, lean a little bit more as you slide the arm down a tad more, not much more. And if it is available to you, you can stretch your left hand up to the ceiling and then push your upper body back to what's behind you there. Just a little bit, not much. Breathe. Slide up. Turn your right toes in, your left toes out. Remember the rule of thumb, folks, that the left heel goes in the back arch of the center, the middle of the back foot, of the right foot. Arms out here. Take a breath. As you exhale, you're going to lift up that right hip a bit. Start to bend over a little bit to the left now. Drop that left hand on the upper thigh. Bend a little bit more as you slide that hand down, and if it's available to you, take your right hand up. Open up your chest now and push back a little bit to what's behind you. Imagine you're sandwiched between two panes of glass, in other words. So you don't want to be jutting out your upper body and sticking your buttocks out there behind you. Everything just in one beautiful line here. Soft little triangle pose. And slide up. Good. Turn your toes back out. Bend your knees, bend into the hip crease, bend the knees and fold forward. Let that head drop. Look behind you. Keep the knees bent and release your back. Take your hands up now behind your back for Yoga Mudra. Interlace the fingers and draw the arms down. Push it to the wall or the furniture, whatever is behind you there. Bend your knees, turn those toes out. Take a breath as you exhale now. Begin to lift your hands up off your back, only to where you can manage. Squeeze those palms together and activate those arms as you lift them only to your edge of comfort here off your back, no further. Pull the shoulders back behind you. Feel your shoulder blades sliding in towards your spine. As you drop that head, you can shake it yes or no, nothing happens. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Now release your hands back down. Slide them down to the mat. Turn to the top of your mat. Come down onto your knees. And let's go down onto your tummy now. All the way down onto your tummy. Lie down. Come onto your forearms and slide your elbows back so they fall under the shoulders. Press into your hands. Take a breath as you exhale. Pull the chest through those hands. Neck is nice and long. You're not taking your shoulders up towards the neck like this. You're dropping those shoulders down your back. Feel the shoulder blades sliding down your back. Lift up your sternum. Soft smile on your face. And as you draw the arms back on the sticky mat, so the arms are not moving, it's just the muscles pulling back, you'll feel your chest coming forward through those hands. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. Good for the abdominal muscles, good for your back. When you think of it, we're strengthening those back muscles, but we're also putting some length in the front of our body. And that's what we need. Inhale now. Exhale. Slowly release. Take your hands around to your back. Interlace the fingers. Squeeze those palms together. Open up those shoulders. They're on your chin or your nose. And then release the hands to your sides. The Let the shoulders round down now. Breathe. Rest in that pelvic triangle down into your mat. Just lift your right leg up a little bit off the mat. When you take the right thigh off the mat, press into your left hip bone and release it down. Left one comes up, press into the right hip bone as you lift the left thigh up and release it down. Bend your elbows, press into your palms, lift yourself up and back into child for 2 breaths here before we go on our back for our little guided meditation today. So relax down into child's pose, pushing the buttocks back towards the heel and take your breath. Okay, press up and lift up your chest. Slide your feet around, come onto any side. Come down towards the bottom of your mat. So when you go back down onto your back, you're on your mat. Draw the thighs into the chest. Put a palm on each knee, everybody, and draw some circles with those knees. Using the length of your arms to draw those circles. And reverse that circle. And releasing that, take a moment now to find your comfortable lying down position. Use your props, use whatever it is that you feel like doing now, like if you want something under your knees, or if you like something under your head, or both. Please take a moment. Take a moment to settle yourself now. So use your support, adjust your body and your clothes. Take a deep breath in and soft sigh it out. So these little guided relaxations that we do, the guided imagery, they are supposed to be very, very good for us. It reduces stress, relaxes your body, boosts your immune system, alters your blood pressure, decreases pain, and it's also good for insomnia. So I'm asking you now to softly close your eyes and just to relax into your support. And today I've chosen to do one called the liquid blue healing. So just, you can follow along with what I'm saying, and some of you might tune me out. It doesn't matter, it's working anyway. So whatever it is for you, just go ahead with it. So allow the weight of your body now to release against the surface under that support. And again, just take one more deep breath in and sigh it out. Now imagine that your body is filled with a warm blue healing liquid. This liquid has the power to wash away stress, to release chronic tension, and soothe any aches and pains that you may have. Visualize half of this warm blue liquid pooling in your belly. Allow it to release and wash away chronic tension that you may be holding in your abdomen. Feel the blue liquid washing around your hips and settle in your lower back. Knots are gently washed away. Allow the liquid to slowly stream into your thighs, washing around your knees, and then let this liquid flow into the lower part of your legs, easing and dissolving pain. The warm blue liquid gradually flows into your feet and trickles into each toe. When you are ready, allow this liquid to drain out of your toes, taking with it anything that you are ready and willing to let go of. The other half of this warm blue liquid is floating peacefully in your head, still and calm like the smooth surface of a lake. Allow it to wash away all negative thought patterns and judgments. All negative patterns and judgments. Slowly, the liquid flows into your neck and your shoulders, smoothing away knots and releasing burdens that you hold. Permit the liquid to flow into your heart center, washing away grief, anger, depression, and sadness. Slowly, the liquid then flows into your upper back, relaxing your body so it sinks even more heavily into the surface that supports it. Let the warm blue liquid drain down into your arms and flow into your hands, and then into each finger. Feel the warmth and the energy. And when you are ready, allow the liquid to flow out of each finger, taking with it anything at all that you're ready and willing to let go of. As the last of the blue liquid drains away, it leaves behind a body that is now transparent and weightless. A body that is in a perfect place to heal, to integrate, and to balance. When you're ready, you may begin to make some small movements that feel natural to you. Perhaps you'd like to treat yourself to a stretch. When it feels appropriate for you, you may roll onto your side and hug yourself in a fetal position. Giving yourself this nice, loving, gentle hug. And just thank yourself for doing this for you today. Pressing into your top hand, extend your top leg and slowly bring yourself back up to your comfortable seated position. When you bring yourself into your comfortable seated position, take your hands to the buttocks and pull the flesh back behind you and press those sitting bones, the little feet in our buttocks, into your mat. Lift your sternum up gently. Feel the shoulder blades slide down your back when you do this. Bring a soft smile to your face. Let's take the hands of prayer position to the heart today because we want to give thanks for the many blessings that we do have, the health, the fact that you could bring yourself to your mat today. That's a wonderful blessing. A lot of people would like to do that and can't. Let us give thanks for the space provided for you. Each one, you have your own little space. Let's give thanks for that space that you come to do your yoga or whatever exercise you do in that space. Let us give thanks for that space. Adi Om, Shanti, Shanti, peace. Slowly open your eyes and we will greet each other with Namaste.